completing the square is something that we did in intermediate algebra. And we did it in intermediate algebra on our way to getting the quadratic formula. So we're going to remind ourselves, well, how do I complete the square to solve? If I had an equation of x squared plus 6x minus 13 equals 0, the steps are, make sure the coefficient of x squared is 1, if not, divide it out. And it is 1, so I don't have to do anything. Variables on the left, numbers or constants on the right, so I kick the 13 to the other side. Then if you remember, to complete the square, and I think we did this earlier with the circles, is I have b over 2 squared, or 1/2 b, the quantity squared, and then you'll add that to both sides. So in this case, b is -6. -6 divided by 2. The quantity squared is 36 divided by 4, or 9. So I added 9 to both sides. Then I have a perfect trinomial square on this side. That was the design. And then combine for the other side. And then the last step of solving by completing the square is to use the square root property. So you take the square root of both sides. Don't forget the plus or minus. And so that essentially the step that I don't have in here is that x minus 3 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 22. So then you're going to add 3 to both sides. So x equals plus or minus the square root of 22. You've got two answers. X equals 3 plus the square root of 22. X equals 3 minus the square root of 22. So if I needed a numerical answer, I just used my calculator. That is the complete process of solving by completing the square in a nutshell.